Inside Mile 1 Center in downtown St. John's, Newfoundland, Labrador for the 2014 AHL All-Star Classic presented by Asante Wealth Management. I'm St. John's play-by-play broadcaster Brian Rogers with my longtime dear friend Nathan Dempsey. Former captain of the St. John's Maple Leafs, 8 seasons, of course, an ambassador for the team, not only the city, the province. The accolades continue, Demmer. Most games ever played in Maple Leafs history, you. Most assists, most helpers ever, you. And wonderful to have you back here as the honorary captain for the AHL All-Star Team. You must be pretty pumped to have Trish and the kids here for this wonderful event.
It's amazing, you know. Flying over to the harbor there on Saturday night and seeing the lights of St. John's, it brought back a whole pile of memories. And I'll tell you, the emotions started coming back a little bit as, you know, how much time we spent here. And for Trish and myself, being here on and off for 8 years, it was awesome to fly over that city again, and again, awesome for us to be back.
And a springboard for your career, which was a very successful one with a number of teams in the National Hockey League. And the beauty of it, too, is your son, Rhett, can't believe, 14 years old, born right here. So Rhett, essentially, is a townie.
Absolutely, he's a townie. And yeah, absolutely. I'm just waiting for that accent to start coming out. But no, you know what? It's pretty cool to be able to bring him back. Obviously, he left when he was a year and a half. And you know, no memories of the city, but to be able to come back and he's noticed how already just the friendliness and the hospitality of the people, and said, well, these are your people, buddy. So you know, you got to be a good boy too. So it's great. And for Erica, who was born in Chicago and she's 10 years old, for her to come back, and she just really realizes how much this city means to Trish and I, and the kids see that, and it's great for them to be a part of it. And
Nathan, obviously, you remember very fondly the last time St. John's hosted the All-Star Classic. It was the Asante Baker Hughes back in 2002-2003. You were a member of Team Canada along with your teammates John Slaney, who's going to be inducted into the AHL Hall of Fame. Donnie McLean, Daddy, was here, and Jeff Farkas played for Planet USA.
Yes.
And you guys won a wild one, 13-11.
Yeah, it was a pretty high-scoring game, like they generally were back then. But you know, as the game got closer to the end and it was close, the pace really picked up.
Oh, didn't it?
The boys really wanted to come and win a little bit of. I know there's a little bit of side cash on the board there, so it's always good to take that home. But you know what? Just nothing but fond memories of that too, being in the hometown for the All-Star game, and you know, being able to play against Jeff and having Donnie here, who had a real successful year that year, and then of course with John, who really deserves being in that Hockey Hall of Fame in the American League. He was a hell of a defenseman in this league, and a solid person too. So it's good to see. And those accolades bestowed upon you too. The pride of Spruce Grove, Alberta, where a future NHLer is being born in Brendan Kitson of the St. John's IceCaps. And Nate, I couldn't help but reminisce about you when I met Brendan and knew he was from Spruce Grove, and he knew you and the family, and there are ties there. Yeah, absolutely. No, you know, I've always kind of kept track of Brennan. I mean, when he was in Spokane, and you know, my dad actually was his principal back home in Spruce Grove. Yeah,
did a good job with him.
Yeah. So you know, kind of always knew that he was going to be a decent player, and then, you know, amazingly how it all worked out that he comes back to play in St. John's, and I coach his little brother Marcus, and we're close with their family, and again, just amazing to see a kid from your hometown doing so well, and not only being a great hockey player, but a solid person too.
Nathan Dempsey, former captain of the St. John's Maple Leafs, is the honorary captain for the AHL All-Stars as they take on Project BK Wednesday night here at Mile 1 at 8 o'clock in a nationally televised game. In fact, Nate, it's the only hockey being played anywhere in the world right now. The American Hockey League is showcasing this city, this province, the players, and of course former players too. Thanks so much for joining us. Enjoy your stay. I know you will, bro. Wonderful to see you. I can't tell you how special it's been.
Oh, you know, it's great to see you again. Good to see everybody back here in St. John's.
With Nathan Dempsey inside Mile 1 Center, I'm Brian Rogers.